Yo, what is up, you guys? I'm DeAndre.
I'm Javante.
And this is Dre and Jay. And we're here today to do an official trailer reaction for Blue Beetle. I am excited for this one. Blue Beetle I had in my top 10 most anticipated films of 2023. And I'm very excited to see this trailer for this character that we're getting on screen live action for the first time. So, you got anything to say? Nah? Alright, let's get it.
Excuse me, Mr. Reyes?
Yeah.
You finished scraping the gum off that lounger or what?
Everything right now feels so out of reach.
You always land on your feet, bro. You're Jaime.
They don't get how much.
Jimmy? Go ahead, that's your rice, but do not open it.
You went in to get us shots, and all you brought back was a hamburger?
Okay, I don't think it's a burger.
You haven't looked?
The hell is George?
What the hell is that?
Yeah, he's his uncle.
Yeah, no, I got.
How did you get it to do that?
I think he likes me.
Look, George open. Look.
I know, right? You got that damn ponytail.
This ain't what you want. This ain't what you want. This ain't what you want.
What the?
Oh, that scene looks cool.
Who said that? Okay, it's gonna be okay. Space.
Re-entry systems ready.
This ain't what you want. This ain't what you want. This ain't what you want.
What is going on?
It's called the Scarab. It's some kind of world-destroying weapon. It's designed to protect its host.
This ain't what you want.
Sometimes it does what you want, and sometimes it doesn't.
I think I cut a bust in half.
The Scarab chose you, but it belongs to me.
The love you feel for your family makes you weak.
God damn.
The universe has sent you a gift, and you have to figure out what you're gonna do with it.
Whatever you can imagine, I can create. Nice choice.
I just love.
It's like Batman stuff. Batman's a fascist.
Oh shit. I was very impressed by this trailer. Very good. It captures definitely that teen superhero vibe that you see from like Miss Marvel or Shazam. Like I kind of got that vibe from it. The suit, especially due to the fact that it's practical. Like he actually wore the suit. It's not CGI. Looks amazing. I'll give it that. As far as the origin of how he got the suit, I'm kind of disappointed in that, just because like I'm used to like other versions where like he was working under Ted Kord, who was the former Blue Beetle, and then he was working under him, and that's he was like he was working under him as an assistant in his lab, and that's when the Scarab attached himself to it. There's another version where people were after Ted Kord and the lab blew up, and Jaime was on his way home, and the Scarab lashed onto him. This one is just like, you have the girl, who I'm guessing is the love interest, just, you know what, here you go. here's the Scarab.
I mean, it's a trailer. You gotta see the movie. Might be more to it.
More to it. You just saw it. She just said it. Here you go.
But you don't know what else you could. You don't know. I mean, yeah, that part.
I mean, of course, like she probably did it because she knew she was in danger. So yeah, I mean, there's more to it.
What the boss she was working for was the Blue Beetle before, or something like that.
No, she's not.
No, not her, but like those guys she was working for, and he told her to get rid of it.
Well, it's definitely, I'm guessing, Kord Industries, but like
I don't know,
because Susan Sarandon, she's in this film, and she's playing Victoria Kord, the wife of Ted Kord.
Oh, okay.
So
maybe that could be. I don't know.
I don't know.
I gotta be honest. It looked pretty good. The suit looks good. Y'all just said that. Story seems okay. I think this film could be pretty good, but I think the only problem is it feels cookie cutter.
Hater alert. Hater alert. Hater alert. Nigga just mad.
And I say that because look at you mentioned some films that also are like that, which didn't do well in theaters, such as Shazam.
Maybe that's Shazam.
No. Think about it though. Shazam was a fun film. The first one's fun. The second one is fun, but they didn't do well in box office. Like it wasn't like, oh, like this is a major success. And I think the reason for that is because they're very much cookie cutter. Like I think we're at the point now with superhero films. We get so many of them. People want to see stories that are very like kind of like Winter Soldier, stuff like that. People want to see that these stories are like super like okay, I'm locked into a story, not just like the simple family aspect. That makes sense. Or like the simple like upbringing story of how I became a hero.
But this isn't like we're like, hey, this is a superhero film. We're gonna add this family aspect to it.
It is a family aspect.
I know. I'm saying, but it's not like like that's what they're automatically thinking of. This is a character like from the comics. He's all about family.
But so is Shazam. I know. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is though we get a lot of those kind of movies now. We get a lot of those kind of movies, superhero movies.
But also Shazam. Look at Shazam. Why?
Shazam didn't do well.
Okay, but why? Because one, you didn't even have no damn Black Adam. You didn't have no Black Adam reference.
You can't. They did have Black Adam reference in the first one at the end, but you can't use the Black Adam thing. Don't use the Black Adam thing.
But also, you kind of knew Shazam wasn't going to be in the new DC.
You don't know if this is going to be in.
This could potentially.
You don't know.
I'm saying this could potentially still be in James Gunn's DCU plans because it works. Considering the fact that you have, I know his plan for Batman, the Brave and the Bold. He has an older Bruce Wayne. He has Damian Wayne. So that means you've already gone through what 2 or 3 Robins.
Okay,
which means Dick Grayson at this point is older, so he's probably leader of the Teen Titans. So you could have.
What I'm saying
you could have Blue Beetle.
What I'm saying, you're
films.
saying possibilities. Same thing with Shazam. But possibly be in the new DC if you wanted to.
Nah, I don't.
You're not. We're not. This was announced before James Gunn took over, right? This has been the worst before James Gunn took over. So it could be part of the new DC. We don't know. But what I'm saying is look at Shazam. Shazam's a good comparison, I think. Because Shazam did not... Think about it. Shazam was very, very family-oriented. Character that's very well known.
Okay.
First movie was solid, but was never like... And the second movie was solid, I heard. But was never like the success box office-wise that those other films were. And what was the reason behind that? Because it was good fun. They're fun films. But they're not. They don't give you that. They don't give you that satisfaction because they're not very story. The story is not as tight as you would want. And I'm saying that because if this came out like if this or Marvel does the same thing though. Marvel has the same issue. If this comes out and it's very much like fun, but it's like there's not really much to it. It's a fun movie, but it'll be like it's another superhero movie. I can here it comes and it's going again. You know what I mean? Like I think it needs that story to keep you where I'm like, okay, I'm really invested.
Well, for one, what this movie has for it, it's gonna get somewhat of an audience. One, because it is the first Latin superhero character that's getting his own movie.
Okay.
So that's one big thing going for it right there.
Okay.
So I think it'll do numbers for that. I think it will do solid numbers based on that. And it's a character that a lot of people have been wanting to see on screen. Who's a
lot of people? Average viewer or the comic book fan?
Either. Well, that's the point. The comic book fan is going to love because we've been wanting Blue Beetle for a while. And then the average viewer, it looks like a solid, like, hey, this is grounded, family-oriented type of film. So this average person would still watch it.
I'm not saying it's a good film. I'm saying, though, look at Shazam, how Shazam did. Shazam was like a film I already had. Shazam was fun. Family, fun, like, exciting, exactly live by a funny movie. And how'd that do? Box office wise.
Oh, my God.
I'm just talking about it had the same type of thing, similar to what Shazam had. I'm not saying it's a bad movie. It looks like a good movie. I'm not saying it's a bad movie, nothing like that. I'm just saying, just similar to Shazam.
Okay, let me tell you this. Before Shazam even came out, when it was down between Blue Beetle or Shazam, I was hyped for Blue Beetle. I had Blue Beetle.
You didn't know.
I had Blue Beetle.
Go back to the first Shazam.
Did I have Shazam?
The first Shazam.
Huh?
First Shazam.
I like the first Shazam. The second, but the second Shazam, I was never really.
Okay, the first one you like. Why is it though? But was it? Why weren't you like? Oh, I want to see the second Shazam. Like, why aren't you all sold on Shazam's movies?
I wasn't, bruh.
Why not though?
One, I wasn't really like hyped for the villain.
Also,
I mean, they had Lucy Liu, Helen Mirren.
Also first one too. Very cookie. They're both cookie cutter.
No, the first one was a solid film.
It's cookie cutter. For a superhero film,
what are you talking about?
there's not much to the story.
Bruh. I know you ain't talking about no damn cookie cutter after what the fuck I've seen from Marvel recently.
I'm not saying the view. I said Marvel does.
I watched this shit over.
I literally said Marvel did the same thing. I said Marvel's done that recently too, which is why Marvel has taken a hit.
Okay.
What did I see? You try to make about Marvel? See, I literally said Marvel did the same thing, which is why Ant-Man do well. Which is why a lot of these movies haven't done well for Marvel lately. People are tired. We get so many superhero movies a year.
What the hell did you want from the trailer then to get you to say, oh, this is an amazing superhero film?
No, I'm just saying. I'm saying the villain. I didn't see the villain really was, but that didn't seem too crazy. But what I'm saying is, it just felt very much like what we've seen already before, like the same old formula of like, okay, boy, upcoming, family oriented, stuff like that. It seems very familiar with what we've already had before in the past, like with Shazam or with Marvel in a way. When Marvel's done the past with a couple films. But
you're not going to change that because that's part of who the character is.
But what I'm saying, I'm not saying that. What I'm saying though, as far as film wise, I think we've hit a point where we get so many superhero films, people are kind of tired of seeing that now. They want to see something with more story to keep you engaged, which is why the early phase 1, phase 2 movies did so well, because they have stories that are very engaging. Like, okay, I'm really into this story. You know what I mean? And I feel like we're in the cookie cutter stage right now. That's all I'm saying. Marvel does the same thing. I'm not saying just DC. Marvel's does too.
I don't get what you're... Okay, alright, whatever.
You know what I mean by cookie cutter?
I'm saying, but you over talking about, it needs a story. Like
this seems very... Okay, let's be honest. The Blue Beetle probably got the basic formula. Boy gets the powers, gotta go through the test stages of how to learn how to use the powers. Go through the upspring, trying to find out who he is and stuff like that. Family involved, somewhere in there. You know how it goes. Villain arrives, boy has to fight villain, we done.
Okay, and to be honest, it should be like that because, again, it's small. Like, I think he is smaller scaled right now compared to the whole Justice League and all their characters.
What I'm saying.
And you can't really, you don't want to put something like, where it, like... It has too much story where, like, hey, it convolutes some shit that we're doing right now, whether that's with the current DCEU or James Gunn's DC. So I'm glad that it's keeping a simple formula, and James Gunn can decide whether or not he wants to.
Well, I'm saying it's not gonna do it well. I'm not saying it's gonna be a fun film. What I'm saying is, as far as what we've seen that so much in comic book films lately. It's oversaturated where you're like, okay, it's cool, but it goes out. It's like fast food, it's a fast food movie. Like, okay, cool, I got to see it, but I'm done. Like, I don't care about the rest of it. Like, I saw it, okay, move on time. It's like I have sustainability is what I'm trying to say, bro.
Okay, well.
That's what I mean by that. But the trailer looks good, though. The costume looks amazing. All that stuff looks good. I'm not knocking the film like that. I'm just saying it seems very much like something we've seen in Shazam.
I agree to disagree. I said it, yeah, sure, it's the same vibe, but I don't think it's... Okay.
Nigga, what Shazam just do? Shazam did horrible.
Let's agree.
What Shazam do in box office?
Okay, bro, I don't give a fuck what Shazam did, nigga, in box office.
That's a failure then. What the hell you mean? We don't care what Shazam did in box office.
Because we knew it was over for them niggas.
This might be over for this. You don't know this is going to continue to run. You're hoping.
This has potential to be carried on.
And because they said about Shazam before Shazam 2 came out.
Let me look that up. Let me look, because
Shazam had one of Ant-Man and Shazam both had bad drop-offs after those films came out. They both dropped off heavy for the second weekend. Marvel did too. Ant-Man did too. So don't say in the conversation, I'm just being biased.
Oh, shit. Look at that. Blue Beetle will remain a part of James Gunn's future DCU.
Okay.
Bam! Motherfucker.
Where'd you get that from anyway? Where'd you get that source from?
Oh, nah.
I'm just asking you.
CBR.com.
Nigga, who the fuck is that? Where Variety at, nigga? Where the hot?
And then their direct said it. I mean, we'll see.
Even if it is a part of the future, I'm saying though, bro, this first film's kind of like we've seen something like this. It's been done before. That's what I'm saying.
But okay, all right, fine. But either way, I still think it could be, and it should be part of the DCU because again, like I said, you have established Robin, you have established Nightwing at this point now. He can lead the Teen Titans. Jaime Reyes could be a part of it, and Zolo Maraduena, who plays Jaime Reyes, he's only 21 years old. So let
me say this then. If you were going to do that rap, it's part of DCU. I would do the DC movie with Nightwing and all that stuff and have the Titans in that first, then do his solo film. So we can skip all that damn upbringing about the story, who he is, and just get right to the character at that moment.
What are you talking about?
If you're saying he's part of DC, you're talking about they could be Nightwing and have to lead the Titans, right?
Yeah.
I'd rather see him get a movie after we get the announcement, after we see the Titans on screen, and we'd be like, oh shit, Blue Beetle was tight. Let's get more Blue Beetle. Then we can go right to his story instead of having to do a whole backstory and shit.
Nah, I'm good.
Because think about it, that's what I'm saying, bro. Like, we're at a place right now where that's basic. Nobody wants to see the cookie cutter startup story no more, and the family aspect. Nobody wants to see that. I'm just saying, I think you got more success there. If that's the case, based off what if it's part of DCU, you should the future DC. Just showing it, giving a Blue Beetle movie after we see him in Titans already being dope. Like, oh shit, let's get a Blue Beetle movie. I want to see Blue Beetle more, and then go from Blue Beetle just his story instead of doing like a whole build up and having to show the character grow like from the start, getting the powers and stuff. That's all I'm saying, bro. And I'm not saying because I don't like. I'm saying that's just very much cookie cutter. We've seen a lot of that. And that's why a lot of comic book movies in general, not just DC, Marvel too, have been struggling because people are kind of tired of seeing that.
But again, this is an origin story, so.
But that's my point, DeAndre. The origin story is still cookie cutter. It's the same origin story with Shazam and a lot of these movies. It's the same old cookie cutter origin story. The origin story is very cookie cutter. That's all I'm saying. Is it not?
Alright, whatever.
That's all I'm saying, bro. How many times, think about Spider-Man, we're like, we don't need to see Spider-Man origin story. Let's go right to Spider-Man. That'd be better.
That's different. That's because we've seen multiple fucking versions of Spider-Man.
Okay,
we know what the fucking story is.
Fine. With the Flash, we're going right in the Flash. We're not getting origin story. We're going right in the Flash.
I wouldn't mind a fucking
origin story. Because origin stories become cookie cut. This is the same. We already know how this is gonna go. Do we not?
Okay. So you're telling me you're glad with that? The Flash his first movie is doing Flashpoint. Fuck no, nigga. I'm
not saying I'm cool with Flashpoint, but I'd rather see Flash doing something that's already besides the origin. I'd rather see him just already in Flash mode instead of seeing the whole origin.
Oh, Jesus, man. And you say, oh, we could do a movie Teen Titans. That's the great thing about James Gunn's new DCU, because let's say you want to do a movie about Batman with his let's say with Dick Grayson as his Robin. Mm-hmm. Because he said he wants to have like a cohesive universe where like animated crosses into live action, and he wants the same people who voice them to
that's gonna be hard.
Same actors to voice the characters as well. So
that's gonna be hard.
You could technically have your Batman Brave and the Bold movie, and you could do a younger version of Batman movie with like animated.
I don't think I would do that if I was James Gunn.
Fuck yeah, you can.
No, you know why? Because you already look at people now with Marvel. People are tired of having to watch everything to be able to catch up on. To be able to watch the latest, you have to watch everything before that. If you're tying in your cartoon animated universe with your movies and everything, it means people have to watch everything you put out, which is good. Of course, you want that, but not everybody's gonna watch all that stuff. So people are gonna get lost and confused, and people are gonna be like, "Okay, I don't want to watch no more because I'm so lost."
You're right. Not everybody's gonna.
But that's not.
Hey, hold on. But every fucking DC fan will watch.
Okay, Marvel's the same thing. Every Marvel fan's gonna watch all the stuff also, but that's not what they think about. Dog, you gotta think about it from the part of consumer making money, bro. You gotta get the majority. They know you're gonna be there regardless. You're seeing it regardless. They're trying to get the majority of people to go watch their stuff. How do you get to a bill? You don't get to.
I don't give a fuck about the majority anymore. You know why?
You know
why? Because the majority tampers with those films.
Okay, here.
It's like, oh, what we got.
How do you get superhero movies so popular like they are now?
Bro, I never gave a fuck about.
Listen, to get these movies out like you're getting them now.
Okay.
You get to get these $1 billion films, and these people that want to make all these movies, and you're getting all these characters like Blue Beetle. Think about it. If you had the money and the marketing that's been a superhero films, you wouldn't get Blue Beetle. Let's be honest. The $1 billion. So you have to think about the common consumer, not just the diehard fan. The common consumer. Are they gonna watch all that Batman, DC animated stuff just to be able to go watch the films?
Well, shit. I'll say you better, but hey.
A lot of people are gonna do that though. That's what I'm saying. What I'm saying is I think that's a bad idea because you lose some. You're gonna lose people, and that's not gonna. People are not gonna care no more. They're gonna watch it.
Not really. I'm saying if you wanted to do like a movie to tell a certain character's backstory, like you don't exactly need it. Like if you're the average person that's watching the movies, you're watching like you'll see a character like reference, like just like when you watch Batman vs Superman. You watch Batman, you hear Batman and talk about like like all the shit he's been through, the Robin suit, with Joker like that spray painted shit on display. You don't know, like you don't necessarily have the whole backstory, but you know because of the way they talk about it and shit. So you can have that and then have a whole fucking origin movie that's animated. Why? Because again, you're not gonna cast the older Batman and then worry about doing you don't have to worry about doing the de-aging thing.
But you just made a comment about how James Gunn plan on tying all the animated stuff to the movie stuff.
Yeah, it's good.
So if there's an animated stuff that comes out and the movie comes out, the anime stuff already has set up what the movie's gonna be. So if I haven't watched the anime stuff, I just go to this movie, I'm lost. That's what I'm saying.
No, because again, I'm saying if they release the movies and then they release shit that takes place before, like, hey, this is a little thing for you to have before.
What do you mean? They wouldn't do that. That's part of you getting you to go watch this shit.
Jesus, nigga. But
It's like Marvel. Marvel do the same thing. Like I said, Marvel's strong because Marvel's making people
fuck Marvel, nigga.
No, I'm saying, I'm not trying to be biased to DC. Y'all go down biased. Marvel has the same issue with why Marvel
biased to Marvel.
Yeah, y'all think biased to Marvel. Mm-hmm. Star Wars, Marvel has the same thing going right now where basically you have to watch all the shows, you have to watch everything to basically be able to stay intact, to be able to go watch these films to get you ready for the next film and the next film. Yeah. And people are starting to get tired of having to do that. People are starting to say, "Damn, I don't want to watch this show." Because I think I want to watch She-Hulk.
That is not the reason, my guy.
No, it is. It is.
No. It's because the shows are mid. That is why, Javante. It's not because,
okay.
It's not because there's all these damn shows.
The point is
the shit isn't
okay. You can't make every show great. I'm not saying you can't make every show great. But what I'm saying, if you're dropping 3 shows a year, you can't make every show fucking fire. What I'm saying though is, you got a show like She-Hulk, which some people like, some people don't. You had to watch that because you had to say, okay, what am I going to miss for Easter eggs, or what am I going to miss? I need to see if I can get ready for the next future of the films. So you have to watch all these shows to be able to keep up with what's going on in the universe because all of it's tied together. Okay. That's all I'm saying. People are getting tired of doing that.
Okay, all right, if you say so. But yeah, we gonna wrap this shit up. But yeah, this Blue Beetle trailer looks tight.
It looks good.
It's dope. I'm excited to see it in theaters. Can't wait for it. Yeah, I mean, looks awesome. But yeah, what did you guys think of Blue Beetle, the official trailer? Be sure to let us know your thoughts on it down below in the comment section. And if you enjoyed this reaction, feel free to like, share, and subscribe. I'm DeAndre.
I'm Javante.
And this is Dre and Jay.
Peace, guys.
Peace.